hosted by yours truly, Juanita Coley.
Hey guys, it is Juanita Coley, the Contact Center Whisperer, and welcome to another episode of Demos on Demand, where we are attempting to answer your top 12 questions that you submitted in 30 minutes or less. Today we have Alton with 8x8 with us. I'm super excited, Alton, to have you. Thank you so much for being here with us. Listen, I'm super excited. The time to beat right now is 27 minutes and 33 seconds. Do you think you can do it?
Let's go.
I'm super excited. Okay, so you know the rules. For those of you that have not tuned into Demos on Demand before, okay, we're answering the top 12 questions that we've gotten in from our audience, from other contact center leaders, business owners about solutions, technology. And so we have 12 questions that we're answering in 30 minutes or less. The time to beat right now is 27 minutes and 33 seconds. Okay. And so the show is split into two halves. The first half is interview questions, where I'm asking spitfire questions. And the last half of the show is demo time, where Alton at 8x8 will be showing his screen and demoing his solution and the best parts of his solution. So the time to beat again is 27 minutes and 33 seconds. I don't know. It may be a little tough. So Alton, what's going to happen right now is I'm going to put the clock on the screen. Okay. And once I put the clock on the screen, I will give you your first question. Okay. We're going to spitfire through these questions really quickly and see how much time you have once you get to part 2, which is the demo section. You ready? Do you think you can do it?
Let's go. I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's get it done. Okay. Time is on the clock. All right. 30 minutes on the clock. First question. What is the average seat cost for 8x8?
It varies across two areas. Informal contact centers can be as low as like $40, $45 a seat. And that's like the help desk, the little 3 and 4 seaters that you have within the organization. That's actually part of our UC-based licensing, X4. But then contact center usually starts from, with all the capabilities, from about $80 and then up based on the function and capabilities that you want to include.
Okay. All right. So second question, what is the minimum seat count? Is there a minimum seat count that you engage with customers on?
There is no actual minimum seat count. It really depends on the information you need to show and have visibility to. I'd say our smallest contact centers around 4 seats, our largest are about 1,000. So it really is incredibly wide, the range.
Okay, you're doing well. We have 28 minutes and 57 seconds on the clock. Question 3, how do I as a customer save money with your product?
Well, it's a single platform. So that means you've got everything in one place, one vendor, one bill. The other side of this is that we've got all those different capabilities, but amongst them, AI-based quality assurance and content analytics across all of your channels. So you can start looking into that, getting voice of the customer, developing around that, and really starting to examine how you can improve service, reduce the cost of service, and maybe to drive possible experiences into self-service, further reducing the cost for the business.
Okay, doing good. 28 minutes and 17 seconds. How do I make money with your product as a customer?
Well, a huge part about giving better service is the fact that it drives reduced churn and improved customer retention. So both of those aspects help us make money because we're saving those customers, we're keeping them, especially in, say, retail or sales, those arenas. We've got proactive outbound contact. So all of those elements, I'd say, are the big pieces that help you make money with the product. Make the contact center a value center, not a cost center.
I love that. Value center and not a call center. Oh, y'all heard that gem Alton dropped. Okay. 5th question. What channels does your product support?
Is at the point now where you can say, you name it, we support it. You have inbound, outbound voice. You have digital channels across the range. Everything that you really need to bring into your contact center, we probably do support.
Okay. So does that look like phone, email, chat, social? You support all the channels?
All of the above. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. WhatsApp, chat, Twitter, Facebook Messenger. From a self-service perspective as well, we do all of those. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So how do I keep employees, talking about employee experience, front and center with your product?
So from within the product, I mentioned a little earlier, the quality and content analytics, we have the ability for you to mention specific employees whilst you're doing evaluations to drive them to view best practice, as well as perhaps enhance, improve activities. And you use this @mention idea to sort of drop them a message. You can just even snip the little piece of the conversation you want them to look at. You can share that with the wider group. And then from a broader perspective, the way that the agent's workspace works is that what an agent needs to see for the function they're doing is what they can see in front of them. You get rid of all the noise. And then from a supervisor perspective, the folks looking after the agents, they have full remote visibility to the agent's activities whilst they're logged in, regardless of if they're on a call or not. So that work from home aspect of giving proper supervision is right there. And the agents can be comfortable that they can talk with their supervisors easily because it's a single unified communications platform. So you can jump onto a video call with your supervisor if you need to have a little conversation about something. And it keeps that whole, this whole world that we're living in today, it makes it so much easier to work in.
This is heating up. Oh, this is looking good. Okay, so we're at 25 minutes and 45 seconds. You're doing good on time. Next question. How do we keep customers front and center? Talking about customer experience now.
Right, so from that aspect, we have tools to examine the customer experience. We leverage AI within the customer experience as well. So if you imagine being able to track everything that happens in the customer experience and then see where they're experiencing friction along the way, perhaps people are dropping out at a certain prompt in the IVR self-service, or folks are dropping back to agents because the self-service experience isn't delivering to their expectations, which is something we're seeing quite a lot out there that we're actually fixing. Those kinds of things, I think, really make the customer experience a lot better. We are a customer-obsessed company. So everything about your end customer and you as a customer to us are the things that we obsess about every day, always looking for ways to improve it.
Awesome. I love it. Okay, next question. We have 2 questions left. Next question. Technology is rapidly advancing, Alton. And so it is putting customers and technology on the edge of saying, how do I keep up with this rapidly advancing landscape? How does 8x8 take into consideration all of these advancements and build it into their tools so that they're getting the customer what they need, but they're also staying on the cutting edge of these advancements?
So a couple of things here. First of all, we're built on microservices in the cloud. We were built in the cloud. That makes us very agile. It means that we're actually able to deliver almost on a daily basis little tweaks and enhancements, fixes for things daily. We bring out regular updates to our products now, probably even on a monthly basis, where you see little features and functions that I'll show you in a moment that are just coming out, being enhanced through the year. You don't have to wait forever to get them. Then the other thing is we're always taking into account security. So it's not just about what we're using. You hear a lot of companies saying, oh yeah, we're jumping into OpenAI, we're doing ChatGPT. Well, we're taking those things on board and we're using elements of them, but where we'll do it is we'll build it inside our environment, and we'll use, say, the open source versions of these tools before they're released to market, so that we can collect and contain that and keep it safe for our customers, rather than pushing their data out into the big world wide web of, potentially goodness knows what problems happen out there. So those are all different factors. The last thing I'd say is, when we're doing all of this, it's always about where does this bring our customer, right? I mentioned customer obsessed. So it's all about where do I bring you next? And we've got a great roadmap for the future. A lot of it's concerning digital, a lot of it about enhancing the way that we interact with voice interactions. And we expect to deliver those things very, very quickly.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. 22 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. Your last question. What is your true one unique thing about 8x8? What makes you stand apart?
I would say simplicity. Even though it's so complex to build all of these different things with all the different elements, we set it out simply. The contact center is easy to build. I'll show you in a moment the intelligent customer assistant that we're releasing to market that's sat on the back of Cognigy.ai. We've built an OEM solution over the top of that. It's so easy to use. And that's what we want. We want it to be easy. We want business analysts, contact center leaders, the people that are running the business to be able to build the experience wherever possible, only jumping on a developer if they need help with an API. That's how easy it is.
Simplicity. I love it. That is so important in today's environment where you have to be super agile. Your customers' businesses are changing rapidly. That's so important. Okay, I've stopped the clock, Alton. Okay, you have officially made it through round one. Okay, all right. So we have 21 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. Now we're going to move into the demo mode, okay, where I'm going to go to the next scene here. We're going to be looking at, so the audience is now looking at your screen.
Intelligent customer assistant, yeah.
Yes, and let me pause this real quick. So this is going to be good stuff. I want to just make sure the clock is showing good. Okay. All right. So you ready, Alton? So now in phase 2, what we're going to be looking at, I want it's free flow, right? You can do how you want to do. But what I really want to see on this section of the show is I want to be able to see your general UI. I want to see the general interface of the solution. Show me the various channels that are supported. Right. Show me your one unique thing, that thing that, you just absolutely love about the solution. But again, take me around the tool and show me your various things that you want to show me. But that's really what I'm looking for is UI, your one unique thing, various channels, reporting, and then your one unique thing, as I mentioned earlier. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we have 21 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Phase 2, we're starting, and your time starts now.
So what I'm going to start with is customer self-service. The fact that from many, many years, customer self-service at best has been like a little text box that appears on the screen, and you try and work with it, and it's just like a nightmare, right? So we went out there looking for how could we do it? We're going to do it. Let's do it better than other people have. And we decided to work with Cognigy.ai. And what we did is we built a framework around that. And here's what the result was. I'm going to show you a little walkthrough. I was sharing my mobile. I'll make sure it's sharing again. I'll get that on the screen as well. And what I want to make sure you can see is the customer experience as well as the agent experience when we're going through this this whole experience of self-service. So let me have a look. I'm going to start off with a chatbot. So say you're on a website, you're on mobile or you're on the actual website and you're in the chatbot. The way that in this particular flow you're looking at here on the right, the way this is presented is as it is on the left. So these things here, as you can see, I've built them out to be buttons. And underneath those buttons, there's values. So the word online gets pushed back when I click this button and so forth. And it's very easy to build. And you notice in the step before, I'm able to link in images. I've got one image there. I could put multiple images in here and have a gallery of information. I could have an audio message or even a video. Maybe someone's coming in and their question is about how do I do something. I can go off to an FAQ and I can select the video and pop that video in for them to view. Super easy to use as a user. I have been an agent, have been a contact center leader. I have, done tech support and project management. When I started using this, I was just amazed at how easy it is. But what 8x8 has done is add to it by adding further elements to make it even easier. This is what you call a low-code environment. So I'm going to come out of here and just show you that experience through the mobile experience. And remember that I can't click on my screen, I've got to click on my phone. I'm actually going to ask for an agent. All of that stuff, but I'm still going to ask for an agent. So I drop over here and I ask for an agent. And my agent experience is very simple, very open. But you can see here when the contact comes through, let me just square that off a bit. When the contact comes through, I've got the caller information. I can actually see that they're coming through. Maybe it's an emergency appointment because it's this is the pet store services and they're asking for help. I can use my shortcuts to save on agent time. Remember we talked about what makes it easier and better for the agents. All of this information is held in our knowledge base. So here you can see I've been able to reply quickly to the customer. And as a customer, I say, hey, how do I book how do I book a wash for my dog? Shampoo, but it's too fancy for me. I'm just saying wash. All right. Oh, so I know that the bot can help them do this. So I can choose to help them, which of course, if that's the policy, I'd go ahead and help them. But I'm actually going to do this here. I'm going to let them deflect back to the bot.
So the agent is controlling the bot to say, hey, let's let the bot give you.
Let me re-engage you in the bot. Yeah. So hey, that's easy. When this conversation, that's me typing. When this conversation ends, just say yes and choose salon services. Good. Right. So I'm going to say in response, okay, cool. Now, of course, if this is a Premier agent, a customer, if it was a premium customer of ours, I might just go ahead and book it right now, right? But now what I'm going to do, I'm going to end my contact and all of my conversation. Notice all of the conversation with the bots here, all of the information's here, and I can wrap up my call, and I get a log on here. Now, this is our built-in CRM inside 8x8. We have like a lightweight CRM. You can ticket with it. You can do help desk. You can do basic customer information. We have a lot of customers that actually have multiple CRMs, and they put the URLs of the customer links as special fields here. You can put up to 20 custom fields in. Makes it a great cockpit for the agent. So that's on the agent side. But now on the customer side, you notice it said, hey, the agent's left the conversation. So he told me to say yes. So I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to go through salon services, and I can schedule everything. Okay, so I'm going to schedule my appointment. My pet is Fitz. He's a little miniature schnauzer, one of 7 dogs. My last name is, I put in Fitz as the name in mine. I'm jumping ahead of myself. So now I'm Fitz Harewood. The zip code we're going to use is 95008. We're going to actually, in the background, in this flow, we're doing a little lookup of, in a different flow here. It refers to another flow. We're doing a lookup inside there that's just looking up in an API what that zip code is. And we found Campbell, California, which is of course where 8x8's headquarters are. Will this store work? Yes. All right. Well, my dog's name is Fitz, not me, but that's fine. Is it appointment for a cat or a dog? It's a dog. And which grooming packages would you like? I want a full service for my baby. I'm going to pick a date. Now, all of this that you're seeing happening here on the left-hand side in that customer experience is all defined in here and is built by someone. I'm not a developer. I can build this. It'll take a bit of time, obviously, because I've got to do the API there. But everything else I could probably build in an hour, right? Or maybe half an hour if I'd practiced and played with it a bit. The zip code lookup with an API, actually, that's super easy to do. It's a single line. So it's super easy. So I want that on Saturday. Let's see what times I get. I'm going to do a morning, and I'd like you to email me, and I'll just put my email address in there. .com. And that has a lovely little summary. It's clear, it's fresh. You could even add other things. You could have promotional video in here. Hey, next time you could add a discount coupon off the next visit. You could add all sorts of things here and just display it. This is just in a standard frame, but you can put text and graphics and everything around this. And you can do this across virtually every digital channel. You know, whether it's WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, even a customer could ping you on an Alexa app and hook into this application. And, you know, at home, they've got your pet store on Alexa with your pet store Alexa app. Boom, they're talking to you and getting something organized with the exact same framework that's here. All we do is point it to a different endpoint. So it's just an incredibly easy to work in, super visually rich experience. And a lot of our customers are getting excited about using it. So I've got 14 minutes left. I'm watching the clock now. You've got me in clock mind.
Yes.
But I'm hoping you get the sense and the feel of this capabilities that are in here. And, you know, from an insights perspective, for that digital experience, it's all right here. I can quickly and visually see what are people contacting me about in the digital world, what's going on. And all of this information, as with all of our contact center information, is available through API. So you can bring it into your Power BI, your Tableau, your enterprise data warehouses, and see everything and anything that you need to see. So what do you think?
I think this is good stuff. I particularly love that agents can be doing, because I'm thinking from my agent hat on, right? I can be pushing people back to the IVA or the bot, right? Pushing people back to the bot while I'm still working on something else. Like, so giving, almost that 2-for-1 experience. I really enjoy that.
So, as you said, you want to see other experiences. So I'm going to just drop in a WhatsApp request to this agent now. Let that go running. Oh, and that one, my screen's already up on my account, so it's not going to screen pop again because my account's already there. But comes in, I can start that conversation, and we're able to handle up to 6 digital interactions at the same time. Most customers are handling 3 and 4, maybe 2 and 3, depending on the quality and capabilities of the team and the complexity of the questions. So I threw in a WhatsApp there. Let me throw in a chat as well. Actually, for the chat, I'm going to do something different. Actually, no, I'll send a chat and then I'll do something different after that. Hang on. This one. I'll say hello this time just to throw it in there. Now this one, what we do is we take an extra piece of information. We don't have to, but we do, just to show you that you can do other things inside the contact center as a contact comes through to perhaps get further information, even if it's on an SMS text interaction. So here's someone's coming in. I can see it's a generic SMS social query. I'm going to accept that one too. It's the same account, but what it's going to do on the left hand side, I can see I've got a WhatsApp going, I've got an SMS going. I'm going to do a couple more things here. I'm going to go back to that chat bot and I'm going to say, hey, I want to ask the agent about the pricing. I forgot. So that same person's coming back. I'll say yes, and then I'll ask for the agent again. Might have to refresh this thing. We'll see. Should be okay though. No, it's okay. Good.
That's pretty cool. So what is the reporting? I'm interested, Alton, in the reporting. What does the reporting capability in 8x8 looks like? And I'm interested also in supervisor view. What does that I saw the agent view of what agents are saying, but what does supervisor view look like? And then also reporting capabilities look like?
All right, so let me start sharing some of that with you. What we'll do, because I did the agent view, I'll show you the supervisor view first. But before I do, I just want to show you, we have this little thing as well where you can have agent dashboard information. Now, we're actually going to bring this information, you saw it's on a separate tab right now. We're actually going to be bringing all of this into the agent's experience. And so the agent has a dashboard today where they can see queues and groups. Mm-hmm. What they'll soon be able to see is all that other information that I'm showing here in this tab. We're building that in. This is built on something that we're calling our platform UI. And it's actually the basis from which our supervisor experience has been built. So this is the supervisor experience in 8x8 Contact Center. You can see it's widget based, and the different widgets provide most of the key information a supervisor wants to see. From here, I can manage my queues. I can determine whether I want to drop people in and out of the queue right from here. I don't have to go into an admin screen and do it. It's all here at my fingertips. I can also go back, sorry. Let's reschedule. I can also take a look at agent status, but drill down into it and take a look at what the trends are. I've got strong availability at the moment, too strong probably. I might want to take people off and have them do offline work, right? So I can make decisions based on what I'm seeing. I can, I can review different information. So I saw the queues. I can also look at my agents. I can view them. I can manage them. Again, it's a very simple toggle thing, right? So my queues and my agents, I can manage all of that really simply as a supervisor. And the idea is that the supervisor workspace will be having sort of an extension of capabilities in this. So I'll take that out of the way for a moment. I'm going to show you another aspect of our analytics. There's 2 areas I wanted to show you. Let's close this up. I'll take this off here and then I'll make sure it's set up before I bring it back to the screen. All right, that's one analytics area. I've got two analytics areas that I want to show you. The first one is going to be our contact center analytics. The second one's going to be our content analytics. All right. So the content analytics is loading at the moment, and here's our dashboard analytics. So similar to the kind of view you just saw, I have these real-time dashboards. As you can see, they're really easy to work with, very similar to the supervisor workspace. I am able to share this with anybody. Okay, so if I take this shareable link, if I'm just a manager or an executive or somebody else that we want to make sure has visibility to this, I throw that link, and now that person has the rights to be able to view that information. And you can turn that sharing or not sharing on and off. You can display that on a monitor. Each agent can have the same share. And there's no license use from this.
Wow.
Right? And our product, all these capabilities, by the way, we don't have supervisor manager licenses. We just have concurrent user licenses. So anybody can be a supervisor or manager depending on what level you want them to have and have access to these tools. But if they're not in the contact center, I've found this super useful. You can just copy a link and you've got the same visibility you have in the contact center.
Now, what product is this under? Is this under contact center, or is this under another product that you guys have?
It's the contact center.
It's the contact center. Okay.
Yeah, this is our contact center analytics.
Okay.
Standard. Everything I'm showing you within this area, the agent, the supervisor, the analytics, the speech analytics, is all within our X series from X6, 7, 8, those three areas. X8's the one with everything in it. And then the intelligent customer assistant is an add-on capability. And we built for that in terms of conversations, the volume of conversations that happen. So it's slightly
different. Can that be bought standalone?
Yes. You want your entry to 8x8 to be to solve your digital challenges? Go ahead. You'll be able to do that. We'll be able to transfer it probably into your own environment or into our environment for you to use as an agent front end if you wish. But we've done a lot to it to make it really fluent and viable to our customers. So this was the real-time views. You can see I can edit the view. I can, if I want to do editing of the views, I can, drag these things into different spots. I can determine which widgets I want to show. Similar sort of principle to the agent and the supervisor workspaces you just saw, but for our analytics. And then jumping from real-time analytics, we have a set of templates for all of the other analytics that you might want to look at for historical reporting. And those are shown here: agent interactions, agent status, detailed reports, interactions, the details on all the interactions. You can filter these as soon as you start to customize. You can see all the elements that you can customize in or out of the report to really get down to what you want to see. Once you save it, you can schedule it to run whenever you want, send an email off with that report to whoever needs to see it. So really super experience. So I wanted to show you also the quality management and speech analytics. So I'll just get that one up as well. So I'll take a moment to do that.
So the time on the clock right now is 4 minutes
Mm-hmm.
and 42 seconds. I'm super excited to see this next piece.
Thank you. So here's the first look you get when you see content analytics. On the left-hand side are the defined categories. Now, these categories actually allow you to, as soon as you turn your system on, they'll be showing you information about the contact center. We actually build about a dozen categories and somewhere in the region of 50 topics full of phrases and information that relate to the contact center. So customer experience, agent confrontation. I already told you, calm down. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to argue with you. Those expressions that are confrontational, we're capturing all of that. We want to try and avoid that. And if I drill down into these bubbles, you can see, fortunately for me, most of mine are pretty positive. I do have this core negative emotion that I could take a look at by going to those interactions. But the real power of this is it's built in from the moment you turn it on. It's producing information. Then you can add your own categories, your own topics, your own phrases. In fact, in that window I just showed you, we're also discovering all the time what's going on in your contact center, so we can give you suggestions for what you might want to look at. What's going on that's driving that volume up? Take a look, do a quick analysis, and you can find that. The live monitoring appears in here, so I can go and see my team, see what they're up to. So I'm in England at the moment, and keep moving things across here. That's me on agent 1, but my agent 2 wasn't logged in, so I was looking for someone that was logged in. I meant to leave it logged in and I didn't. My apologies. But you can see that I've got basically, if my agent logged in, I'll be able to get to them and see them here, which is great for remote coverage, right? But here is what I think is the superpower of this tool set. I can build to see all the context and content my agents have been doing. I can evaluate them. I can look at what's been going on, whether they're in the contact center or in the smaller contact center, because we cover on the PBX side as well, we have conversational analytics called conversational IQ. So even if you choose the smallest 2-3 agent contact center, you can still purchase the conversation IQ and have this value and these capabilities, which I think is huge for our customers. Very powerful. You can use our built-in tools. Here's the negative agent, negative customer calls. And you remember those days of listening to 5 calls per agent per month, and you've got 40 agents and you're the poor person listening to all that stuff? This is what this is doing for you. It is listening for you. It's highlighting it, and it's showing you what you can learn and what you can gain. And that goes across every channel: email, digital channels, voice channels. Everything is here. Your voice of the customer is completely displayed for you to start drilling down and improving that experience. And I didn't beat that 2 minutes something, but that's pretty much where I wanted to conclude for you today. And thank you so much for the opportunity.
Absolutely. All right. So we have 1 minute and 38 seconds left on the clock. So you did not beat the time. However, you had an excellent interview, and excellent, let me put this off to the side 1 second. 1 minute and 38 seconds was your time. So yeah, excellent demo today. I learned a lot, and some things I didn't know that 8x8 had. So that was pretty cool. I'm sure our audience learned a lot as well. And listen, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to come hang out in the green room with me, and I will wrap the show and I'll be right over with you. Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. How was that, guys? Well, we got it done in under 30 minutes. Okay. The time to beat right now is 27 minutes and 33 seconds. I have to go back. Don't hold me. Hold me to that. So Alton did not beat the time, but he did complete the show in under 30 minutes. So that was fantabulous. And it was an amazing demo. Listen, if you want to dive deeper into 8x8, make sure that you click the link, I'm sure somewhere around here, and to see a deeper dive into 8x8's solutions and products. All right, guys, until next time, remember, we're impacting customer experience and employee experience. Technology is just helping us scale that. All right, until next time, guys, let's go take over the world. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to tune in to the next episode right here on Demos on Demand.